A maid puts a pot filled with dirty water near the car. When the lady comes out, her feet go into that dirty water. She screams loudly, throws her phone inside the car, and shouts, "Who dared to do this?" The maid comes from the other side, quietly picks up the lady's phone from the parshihira and hides it. The lady angrily shuts the car door and goes inside. The maid smiles and says softly, "Now everyone will know her truth." After some time, the maid brings food for her boss. When he starts eating, he finds a phone inside the bread. He looks at her and asks, "What is this? Why is a phone in the bread?" The maid says, "Sorry, sir, this is your wife's phone. I wanted to tell you something important." The man asks, "What do you mean?" The maid says, "Sir, your wife is cheating on you." Just then the wife enters crying and says, "Look what happened today. Someone kept dirty water near my car. My shoes are ruined and I can't find my phone. You know how important that phone is for the husband says, "I haven't seen any phone." She gets angry and says, "Someone did this on purpose and now my phone is missing." At that moment, the husband's younger brother comes home. He meets his sister-in-law and his brother. The husband says, "I invited him for breakfast." Then he asks the maid to bring bread and coffee. The wife adds, "Bring some for me too." The maid nods and goes. After a while, the husband secretly tries to give the mobile to the maid. Meanwhile, the wife talks happily with her brother-in-law. The older brother asks, "How's work?" The younger brother says, "I'm very busy and have to travel again soon." The maid whispers, "Sir, I'll fix this problem." Then she takes the phone from the younger brother. The wife smiles and says, "Jimmy has become responsible and successful." Her husband agrees, "Yes, I knew he would do well." The younger brother laughs and says, "You're lucky to have such a caring wife." The husband smiles, "Yes, she can never cheat on me." The maid coughs and says, "Sir, breakfast is ready." The younger brother secretly messages his sister-in-law, but the husband reads all the messages. The maid says, "See, sir, I told you the truth." The man gets angry and hits the table. The maid stops him and says, "Please calm down." They go to the washroom and the maid says, "Sir, I knew everything but had no proof." The man says she will not stay here anymore. The maid says, "Please stay calm, act normal." Later, the younger brother asks his sister-in-law, "Why didn't you reply to my messages?" She says, "My phone is lost." He says, "If you didn't read them, then who did?" Just then the elder brother comes and puts the phone on the table. Both are shocked. He says, "I know everything now." The wife cries and says, "What are you talking about, my love?" The maid says, "Stop lying, ma'am. Your husband knows your truth now." The husband shouts, "You both get out of my house right now." The wife cries, "I can't live here anymore. I want to live freely. I'll go with your brother." The maid says, "How can you say that? Your husband is such a good man." The younger brother looks shocked. The husband says, "He's not even the company owner. I sent him on a short trip." The wife says, "But he told me he owns the company." The husband shouts, "Enough! Get out of my house." The younger brother leaves angrily. The wife cries, "I was just testing you. I really love you." The maid says, "Stop lying, ma'am. I saw everything." The husband says coldly, "Leave my house. I'll send you the divorce papers." The wife says, "You can't leave me like this," and walks away. The man says sadly, "I can't believe my wife and brother betrayed me." The maid says softly, "Sir, be strong. Sometimes the people we trust the most hurt us the most." Then she comforts him and says, "If you liked our story, please like, comment, share, and subscribe."